Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Starting Your Week with Jesus Christ. There's a month of Thanksgiving, and the Lord has promised us that we are mantled to experience multiplication. And the book of 2 Kings chapter 2 from verse 1 to verse 15 shall be our anchor text this month. But this morning and this week from verse 1 to verse 7. 2 Kings chapter 2 from verse 1 to verse 7. And it says, when the Lord was about to take Elijah up to heaven in whirlwind, Elijah and Elisha were on their way from Gilgal. Elijah said to Elisha, stay here, the Lord has sent me to Bethel. But Elisha said, as surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you. So they went down to Bethel. The company of the prophets at Bethel came to Elisha and asked, do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today? Yes, I know, Elisha replied. So be quiet. Then Elijah said to him, stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho. And he replied, as surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you. So they went to Jericho. The company of the prophets at Jericho went up to Elisha and asked, do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today? Yes, I know, he replied. So be quiet. Then Elijah said to him, stay here, the Lord has sent me to Jordan. And he replied, as surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I would not leave you. So the two of them went to Jordan. 50 men from the company of prophets, the place where Elijah and Elisha had stopped at Jordan. So Elisha and Elijah were embarking on a journey which is going to be a journey of transition between these two individuals. For Elijah, it will be transited into heaven through whirlwind, while Elisha too will experience multiplication. He was mantled to experience multiplication. Likewise, as the Lord has promised that we will be mantled to experience multiplication this month. However, we must consider step by step what happened on their way to transition. So the journey to transition started from Gilgal, and it is a place of new beginning. So you must position yourself to experience new beginning. You must know that you are at the junction to experience new beginning. So new things must happen. So the way you do things must be, you must leave the old way of doing things and align yourself with the new way of doing things. Number two thing that you must consider to experience transition, as you will be mantled to experience multiplication, is to be loyal. You will discover that Elisha was loyal all through the journey, even when he was faced with series of reasons to go back. Elijah told him, stay here. Yet he knew today he will be transited. However, I must not lose my opportunity. So likewise, you must decide that, and you must rise to the occasion and say, this week, I will be mantled to experience multiplication. And in doing this, you must also know that on their way, they go to get to Bethel, the place of encounter. You have series of encounter. They must not stop you. Bethel is a place of encounter. It's a place of where God makes revelation. But you must not leave without encountering God, the source himself, the one that called. So Elijah knew this, and Elisha learned from his master, and he followed him, killing. So they also go to Jericho, the place of battle. So in this week, there might be reasons for you to face battle. You must not be weary. You must know there is victory at the end of it. Irrespective of what this week will be throwing at you, you must go in the might of the one that has promised that he will mantle you to experience multiplication. So he was moving with this understanding that today indeed my master will be taken away, irrespective of the battle I'm going to encounter myself with, or I'm going to encounter, yet I'm going to stay with him. Likewise, they got to Jericho. They got to Jordan, the place of death and resurrection. You remember that at Jordan, they needed to cross. So to experience new form of anointing, new form of grace, he needed to drop his old way. So for you to experience multiplication, for you to experience being mantled, to experience multiplication, there are things you must do away with. You must do away with hatred. You must do away with unforgiveness. You must do away with bitterness as you go forth this week. And as you do so, the one that has promised that is going to mantle us with grace for multiplication will surely come through for you. See you again next week. God bless you.